Boom, baby. We are live. 90 minutes late. I think that's almost a record, but there's a good reason for me being late. It's because I've been preparing for the Masculine Empowerment Network 2.0 behind the scenes. And guess what? You're not invited if you're not in skool.com/NLD. I'm not even going to tell you what they're going to be giving to the members because I'm done dealing with guys who are halfway in the road. Oh, I'm going to dabble in self-improvement, but then I'm going to do this and I'm going to do... Your life to waste is you, but I can't be around people like that. Welcome to Interview with Me on episode 864. Loneliness is destroying America, and statistically speaking, you're next. Now, look, I just got to say that I personally love being right. And more importantly than being right, I love it when I'm right and I get to tell other people that they're wrong. And I'm telling you right now, if you think you're going to figure out this dating thing on your own in America, you're wrong. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to go out there, you're going to screw your life up, and then you're going to come to me. You know what I'm going to say? You know exactly what I'm going to say.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
And if I am so gracious to even extend a helping hand to you, only then will maybe you will see the folly in your way. But I'm telling you guys, I have been doing this now. I'm in my 11th year of running modernlifedating.com. 11 years of coaching people. 11 years consistently dialed in. Okay? None of my associates are getting caught up and going to jail for anything. You're never going to see some sketch news article about me. You're going to never see any kind of crazy, wild arrest or anything like that. Never. I'm running the clean game. And I love watching my competition self-destruct, check out, start talking about politics, start talking about crap that no, it doesn't matter. Let's be honest. We all have one problem in America as men, and that's getting consistent pussy. Let's just call fucking spade a spade. Can we have an adult conversation? Am I here with a group of little girls, or should I talk to should I put on some pigtails and stroke your cheek and tell you everything's gonna be okay, or can we have a conversation man to man? I just want to know. Okay. So, that being said, today's the day. And if you're not in here, skool.com/MLD, you don't even get a shot at me telling you no. It's closed access. Small, elite group. And wait until you see what I start doing when I come back from Cancun. Because I've been on a motherfucking grind. Okay? And let me tell you something. Everybody who thinks, oh, this is the Hormozy thing. This is him doing the Hormozy. No, this is all me. Operation Hormozy commences once I touch down on August 4th. You're probably not even going to probably won't even pick up on it. And when you do, it's going to be too late. That's all I'm saying. Another thing is this. We are definitely doing the 9 a.m. shows. This is not cutting it. If I were to be very honest with you, staying up late is just so anti-success. I've never met a person that's been like super, super mega rich that's like always staying up late. It's always broke people that stay up late, play video games all night, bad for your health, bad for your finances, bad for your schedule. I did it for a while when I was in Tokyo, but it's because I wanted to do the 9 a.m. show to service you guys. And that's what we're doing. We're going back to the 9 a.m. I'm going back to I'm waking up at 5 a.m. I want to be in the gym at 6 a.m. so I can avoid the morning rush. And by the time I'm done, everybody's walking into the gym. Okay? There's always naps. Let me tell you something. The nap is it throws me off, bro. I don't know. When it comes to nap time, just can't do it. But anyways, let's jump right into it. Don't forget, today's the day. And I haven't even sent the invites out yet. So if you guys are in school, you're like waiting for me to reach out to you, keep an eye on your email, keep an eye on your cell phones. It's me personally reaching out to you. And if I don't reach out to you, it's just because you weren't invited, okay? I will give you your score based upon the test that we have put out in the school questionnaire. Looks like we got 3 people, so we're gonna let Shane in, we're gonna let Jeffrey in, and we're gonna let Christian J in. And yeah, so I'm just gonna show you guys only if you're in the school. So if you're in school, you have to right here. You click on this application form to MEN 2.0 or today begins enrollment invitation for MEN 2.0. And yeah, just click here and then you'll be locked and loaded. Okay. So let's get started. Let's go show.
おい、久しぶりだな。 急いでるみたいだな。アメリカでお前を待ってるやつのとこまで帰れると思うなよ。もう終わりにするか。死ねよお前。
これか黙れお前。
やめろから逃がさねえぞ。もう終わりだよ。
You know I usually work alone.
Everyone needs a little help sometimes.
Well, I guess we're even now.
You didn't even tell me you were leaving. You know, America is never going to change. The men are lost. The culture is broken.
I know. And I have to try.
It's gonna cost you a lot of trouble. Stay with me. You can do so much good from here.
I'm sorry. I can't. Gotta go.
Fine. Then I'll come with me.
Let's go. It's time to fight.
Danger in the chat. He says it's time to fight. And listen, you bet your sweet ass it is. Okay? It's July 21st. And I'm on a mission of mercy. That's what I'm on. I'm on a mission of mercy at this point. To save the arrogant, pompous, average American man who thinks he's going to figure it out on his own. And I got to tell you, my sick pleasure, it really is watching them fall on their face and fail again and again and again. Because that's what we're going to talk about today. You guys think I'm fucking making this shit up? We are talking about the upcoming loneliness crisis that we're actually in. It's just going to get worse. Okay? So, I'm going to say this once. I'm going to say this one time only. Skool.com/MLD. There's a pinned form. It's a quiz that's going to give you a score in regards to where you're ranking in money, muscles, game, and frame. So you're going to have with absolute transparency and certainty You will know exactly where you are ranking as of right now. This is a questionnaire that I put together that has been compiled over the last 6 years. 6 years. 6. It's a long time. Okay? And what we're going to be doing with that is we're going to be giving out a select few of you guys a shot at the title. I'm not even going to tell you what's in, okay? Because if you're not curious to figure it out, guess what? Best of luck to you. Because you've heard all the nightmare stories on here. You've heard all things you think, not me, not me. But ask yourself, is there a beautiful woman in your life? Okay? Is there a stunning woman that is cooking for you, that is cleaning for you, and that is 1,000% on your side and has your back? When was the last time you had a beautiful woman massage you to sleep until you passed out and slept like a baby? When was the last time you had some big, old, juicy tits in your face and you were just sucking on those titties until you got bored? When was the last time? You know the answer. And here's the problem. You guys all think you're just going to figure it out, and you're not. Okay? More importantly, I've come to a recent conclusion now that is really dark, and I'm not going to be affected by it because I'm actually doing the work. But America is inevitably and 100% heading to population crisis like Japan, like Korea, like Germany. It's irrefutable, okay? Men have no game. And because men have no game, they don't know how to... Because one thing about game is this. When you have game, you're able to identify if a woman is a good potential mate or not. And see, a lot of you guys, you think you have game, so you do your little song and monkey dance, and you jump around like a little gay boy. And then you're like, oh, the girls like me, right? And then you realize... you don't even realize, I'll tell you what's happening. And all you do is end up attracting a bunch of hoes. And then you spend 6 to 9 months here and there sporadically with hoe after hoe after hoe, useless woman after useless woman after useless woman. You don't have the good eyes to choose a good woman. You don't have what it takes. You're clueless. You are clueless. And that is why we're heading towards a population crisis, because you don't even know what a good woman is. And even if you have a good woman, you can't even facilitate that peaceful, strong, majestic, masculine aura that you need in order for her femininity to blossom and grow like a garden you take care of. Okay? And like I said, the numbers here, they don't lie. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the current, we're going to talk about the current ongoing crisis. The crisis of loneliness, the dating crisis. And I have so many things here I'm going to be showing you guys. Okay? So, but before we get going, you know what time it is, right? Everybody knows what time it is. That's right. It's comment review. And guys, all I'm going to say is this. I have come to the realization, okay? There is no turning this around. We are heading to population collapse in America. We are heading to more sexlessness. We are heading to more loneliness. We are heading to more mental disease and an unhappier population. And it's all because men have no game. It's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. But for the few smart and intelligent men who realize your time on this planet is finite, for all you fucking idiots that think, oh, the wall doesn't hit men until I'm 50, And so I'll be 50 and be able to pull these girls. Really? Really? Because all you've been pulling is your dick so far by yourself. But you're going to do that? Sorry, I'm just like, it's the arrogance and ego that the average male has regarding this crisis, thinking he's going to figure out. That is what cracks me up the most. But for the elite, for the ones who say, I'm going to rise to the challenge, I'm going to do better, and I'm going to conquer, the world is your oyster. Every year that goes by, guys, if you can stay focused and locked in and love self-improvement, every year gets easier. Every year gets better. You get richer. Look at me. I'm fucking turning back the clocks of time since I started live streaming. I started live streaming when I was 33. I look way better now at 39 than I did at 33. Because I do the work. I do the research. I'm around the right network. I'm around the right people. And I don't waste my time. It's that simple. Let's go to check out the comments that we left. I left 2 episodes behind. Let's go to Free Consultation Friday. That was a real quick one because I don't think anybody called in. Let's go. We said Mighty Zane says, keep up the great work. Thanks so much, brother. Savage Panda says, damn, didn't have notif on since I was cleaning my emails. I'll be tuned in from here on out. More importantly, calling. Hope so. One, shame nobody called in. I'm glad I called you, John. Thank you. This is the guy he took the call from me last week. Okay? Took the call from me last week. I told him, start fucking applying now. Like he was working this bullshit fucking $30,000 a year HVAC job. I said, dude, HVAC is in demand. This is a good industry. You're young. You're driven. You need to go hit the road and fucking start interviewing. He interviewed that fucking week and locked down a $70,000 a year job. So you're welcome.
Get money!
You're welcome. You're welcome once again. The gift that keeps on giving. That's me, MLD. Okay? Big W in the chat for that guy. Francisco says, you look great, mate. Thank you. Keep going. Thank you so much. Yeah, I take pride in taking care of myself. I just don't understand how people just let themselves become so fat and ugly. I personally don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, I am killing myself, starving myself, injecting myself with God knows what I'm fucking, God knows if this NAD plus and B12 and all these peptides I'm injecting into my stomach, right? God knows what the hell's going to happen to me. But I'm trying my damnedest to do anything but be a fat, disgusting mess. And I feel like I'm doing it well so far. Okay? So let's go back to episode. We had the Simp Cheater episode. That was hilarious. That was last night. Great numbers. Really great numbers. Look at that. 109 thumbs up. Love you, boys. Love you so much. That was like impromptu, kind of last minute, 48-minute long one. But I just had to get that off my chest because I saw people were enjoying it. Let's check out the comments. First time running through. My favorite Jewish man, Daniel, Franz Wild, says, look up videos of Charles Barkley making fun of how many fat people are there in sanitary. Oh, Lord, I can only imagine, bro. Sophic says, when you said that old lady looked like Rollo Tomasi, I was down. Bro, it does not look like Rollo. It looks like fucking Skeletor. If she only kept her cool, they would have been fine. Facts. Because, he's not letting that bitch he's letting her run shit. You got to get your woman under control. Like, listen, you got to, here, let me tell you something real quick, because I'm going to drop some game, because it's more important than the comments. It just came to me. This is why you got to listen to the whole thing, the whole free-flowing thing, okay? Guys, as the years get going and continue, I just become a better player. Anyways, when you get in a relationship with a girl, right, you have to have read her the declaration of hot Dudistan, okay? You need to let her know what your frame is. She needs to have you need to sit down and be like, here's the deal, okay? When I'm driving, don't be blasting music. I'm just going to tell you my shit. Don't be blasting music when I'm playing music. I'm not one of these fucking low-life third world people that blast one fucking loud cell phone here and then another one's blasting over here. There's this big fat motherfucker from God knows what country was in Chipotle blasting his phone right next to me. And I just look at this guy and I'm like, So what's going on here? Sorry, I'm not in fucking Turkmenistan. Well, me. So there's no blasting music when there's like no dual music going on near me. Okay, we don't touch each other. We're not hitting. We don't do that. If you have a problem, you speak to me like an adult. Okay, I will not be lied to. You're not allowed to manipulate me. Okay, and if shit goes down and some guy gets in my face, don't fucking get in between us, because you're gonna get your ass knocked out, shot, and or stabbed if someone's crazy enough to do that, and you're a fucking woman, so get the fuck out of the way before you get hurt, and then I gotta live with your death on my conscience. You call the police, you hide, you get the fuck out of my way. I'm gonna handle shit. Okay? And if you're cheating with the girl, you're like, listen up, bitch, if we get caught cheating, okay, we fucking play it cool. Don't freak out. If anything, we'll blame some alcohol and say, hey, you know what? I was a little drunk. You know, we were just hugging and stuff. And I was like, you know, fucking stressed out from work. And I just needed somebody. I was having a human moment. Whatever it takes. Whatever it fucking takes. Like Ronnie from Jersey Shore, remember, says, lie, 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 deny, deny, deny. I'm just saying, if you're going to shatter your whole family apart and it comes down to lying and throwing that bitch under the bus, listen, she'd do the same to you. Okay? So there's your game. But that's on homeboy. He didn't have his bitch in check, and she's like, ah! And then he's like, ah! It's just like fucking like it's like an episode of like it's like the fucking Simpsons. It's like a cartoon, like Tweedledee and Tweedlehore, you know, cheating in fucking Coldplay concert. Dumbass, fucking dumbass. He should have just owned it. Once he got busted, he should have been like, hey guys. What's up? You know, try to get some rapport going with the Coldplay guy, and then when he got all the clout, and they're like, "What's going on?" His wife comes home, he's like, "Yeah, bitch, I was a little drunk." You know, but he's married to a chick who's got a hyphenated last name because he's got no fucking frame. You got to be losing your fucking mind if you think I'm gonna marry some woman and pay for all her shit and fucking take care of her, and if some fucking bandit comes in the night to kill us, I gotta go out there and put my life on the line and fucking blow his brains out, and I gotta be traumatized and go to therapy, and you know, is she even gonna clean up all the blood? Probably not, right? And then if you're gonna walk around and your name is Miss da 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 and then my last name, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I am taking you like property, and you're lucky I don't fucking take you in the back and brand you with my fucking family crest. Okay? You're lucky all you're taking is my last name. So, no shit. No shit. No shit that guy fucking panicked. No shit. You guys, like, there's a certain subset of you guys that you think I'm just on here trying to fucking scam you. Trying to like, hey guys, I want to run an ethical business and like, I just want to really talk about how you're terrible with women. And then I'm going to fucking sell you something and scam you, because that's how you grow a business. You cynical fucking idiot. Maybe that's why nothing works in your life. Maybe that's why you have such negative energy that women can feel that shit and they're repulsed by you. When you figure out game, it's forever. You're done. You have power. You have real power. In this sexually driven, sexually thirsty world, you are a god amongst ants. You are literally a fucking god. All the other men that have to throw money at girls, have to leverage status, have to do all this stupid shit just to fucking attract a whore, you're above those guys. When you're really the fucking man, women pay you money. Women travel distances for you. Women will do whatever you fucking say. They'll tattoo your name on their body. They'll put fucking every tracking device on their phone. If you're like, well, I don't trust you. She's like, I'll track you. You can have this here. Have my phone. Here's my password. But that power is only available for the select few. The select few who decide they're going to finally put an end to their women problems. See, I've done that. You know, when I talk to people like Paul from Apex Mindset, okay, high level players, guys who've got it figured out. You think we're talking about, oh, bro, oh, what should I text this girl, bro? What should I say, bro? No, we're talking about fucking big ball shit. How do I get healthier? How do I get stronger? How do I invest more money? How do I avoid inflation? That's what we talk about. You think this is a fucking game? How many times have you gone on a date and blown $60, $70, $80 plus gas money, plus fucking cologne, and you got dressed and you got a haircut, and you just sit there at the end of the night, fucking dick in your hand, you know? Where is it? You know? My ex-girlfriend is in the house, Luciana. I broke up with her. She's not obedient, so I dumped her, and now I've replaced her. But she says your shirt is cute. It is cute. In woman land. This shirt's cool as hell. You know why? Because my friend from the Masculine Empowerment Network, Mr. Phil Good, the kickboxing phenom himself, bought this for me in 2022, 2021. Yeah. Where are those glasses? They're in my other room. The blue blockers. Now I was yeah, you know, a little late. But these days are, you know, I just had to handle something. It's VIP. It's totally important. It's just, I'm a man in demand, guys. I got to say, I'm just trying to help everybody, trying to do the right thing, trying to satiate as many people who desire me, because this is what I got to do. Okay, but would you guys know, for the guys that are like on the fence, would you know about it? Would you know what it's like to have multiple women hitting you up? Hey, can we be together? Hey, who's this girl? Hey, you really love me, right? I'm the only one you love, right? You're gonna marry me, right? We're gonna have kids, right? I'm your girlfriend, right? You have that? Have you had multiple girls telling you that stuff? Because I'm one of the only people still in the fucking game, quite frankly. Because your favorite pickup guy's got a fucking girlfriend. He's checked out. Just saying. They all got wives or steady girlfriends. You know? They're not out here in these streets. Very few of the people you watch, a lot of these fucking people, okay, you know what they do? They leverage status. A lot of these content creators, they get status through, you know, subscribers, you know, doing the social media thing. And then they use that to get girls. I'm a game purist. I actually despise guys who do that shit. I never have to lead with my fucking clout, okay? Ever. Bitch, I am the motherfucking clout. This charming mouth here is all I need. Just the clothes just start falling off. Like, it's just like the Rainmaker. The clothing Rainmaker MLD, okay? So, I said all that to say this. We're going to talk about the loneliness crisis and how you're statistically going to end up alone, statistically speaking, okay? Because it's real. It's coming. I saw this happening in Japan. Japan is voted one of the loneliest countries in the world. But before we continue, let me continue with the comment review. I'm just telling you, I'm so jack full of game right now. I just can't control myself. I love doing this, boys. Thank you guys for being here. Love you all. Mighty Zane, definitely top 3 most memorable viral videos of 2025. Oh my gosh. Zach says, families are ruined, but the world has come together to turn this movement into a meme. Yeah. Milagros, my lovely friend, who is a female that I coach, and now she has a husband and babies. I'm the man. Once again, man or woman, doesn't matter. Sign on up. She says, hyphenated last name is clear sign your wife regrets marrying you. I love Milagros. She's great. Team Glasses. Thanks, sweetie. GAC says, if they kept it cool and act normal, no one would ever know about. Exactly. Try hard, bad, but you right. AI coming, and it's coming hard. Try hard, bad, bro. You're cooked. You talk about AI, you're cooked, bro. This is how you type. There's AI out there. Can you speak to me in non-Ebonics? What is this? MLD is Count Dooku. I don't know. That's kind of Qui-Gon. That's funny. Qui-Gon Jinn. If I were to be a Jedi, top 3 Jedi for me. Let me finish reading this. Cheating is horrible, but it's worse when you don't know how to do it. and who to cheat with. You mean to tell me out of all the money, you have a less attractive woman than your wife and a woman around your age? You did it all wrong, fam. You're supposed to have a 23-year-old baddie. I don't condone it. But if you're going to do it right, at least do it right. I know, right? Ugo says, hi, MLD. What do you think about the XRP hype? I think it's mere speculation. It is speculation. It'll probably scam pump because it's a completely controlled asset. It's not organic whatsoever. And yeah, it's just no bueno. No bueno. I'm kind of like, what's going on here? Is it choppy for you guys? I'm getting like, I feel like I'm losing some frames. We're good on the fucking OBS, but StreamYard is. We choppy? We good? Good for me? Sus Detective, thank you so much. I feel like I saw a comment that needed addressing. Ex-girlfriend's in the house. Luciana, don't flirt with my friends after I dumped you. Don't you dare. I read that the woman was married to one of the first families of Boston, historic upper class, wealthy New England. Yeah, well, she's a hoe. If a woman marries for money, she's a hoe. If you marry for status, you're a hoe, because you're neglecting yourself. But here's why. It's deep. It's very deep. When a woman doesn't go for what she likes, but she goes for money, and she goes for a guy with status, even though she doesn't like him, she is a broken person. Because A, she doesn't feel like she's good enough to go for what she really likes. She's making a decision of scarcity mindset. And then, on top of that, it's very, because this has happened to me before, and it's a painful thing to go through, okay? But when you are in love with a girl, or you love a girl, and I have gone through this, when you're in love with a girl and you love a girl, and then you start to realize, oh, wait, this girl, doesn't love me the way I love her. It is a very, very, very painful thing to go through. And it's really emasculating for yourself. It's very, very heart-wrenching, to be honest. It's very heart-wrenching. And then the hardest part is, and which most guys don't do, and it's one of the most painful things, the only solution for that is you got to break up with her. But so many guys, you know what they do? They stay in the relationship and they try to, I'm going to win her over. I'm going to win her over. I'm going to show her I'm a big old fucking beta male simp pussy like I see in the movies, because that's what the movies say. I gotta win her over, bro. Whoa, just gotta win her over. Insane. Insanity is the name. Insanity. Pure fucking insanity. Okay? It's heavy. It's heavy, bro. It's super heavy. Tristan says, what about the Jedi, top 3 Jedi? You guys want to know? Okay. My favorite Jedi that I have to say I relate to the most is Anakin Skywalker. Number 2, I would have to say, is Obi Wan Kenobi, because he quadriplegic Anakin's fucking ass, rightfully so. Actually, technically, he cut off 3 of the limbs, right? Cut off 3. So triplegic. I don't know how to fucking write that. And then I'm a big fan of Quinlan Vos, because Quinlan went to the light side, then he went to the dark side, and he came back to the light. That's kind of like me. He's kind of like Anakin too. Like, for a while it was dark, I was negative, I was trapped in the but then I saw the light, and now here we are. But it's good because there's tricks on when you want to be black magic. There's tricks there. You want to be white magic. There's tricks there. So, so let's talk about today's episode. I see an interesting question. How to get a girl to stop loving you when you're not? Just leave, bro. Peace. Hey, bitch, it's over. See you later. Okay. That's it. A male loneliness epidemic will be the end of us. Yeah, most likely. Well, here's what's gonna happen. I've already figured it out. Okay, because men, what we do, we fix everything. Okay, women, they don't invent shit. They're not really team players. It's every female for themselves, and that's why they're all fucked up and screwed up. Why do you think the Masculine Empowerment Network is so powerful? Because we're men who are all powerful coming together and making an even more powerful unit. And the reason why the Masculine Empowerment Network 2.0 is going to be even better is because I'm not letting fucking tire kicking, feet dragging, fake want to get my shit together people in. Because this is what was driving me nuts. We'd have these fucking guys join the Masculine Empowerment Network, and then year after year, still fat, still working some shit job, still not fucking looking good, still not talking to girls. So what the fuck are you doing? Why are you here? I don't want to be around you. If you're not leveling up, I am a person who levels up. Okay? Do not be unequally yoked. It says that in the Bible. It says it in all common sense sayings. You're with me, we're leveling it up, or you have no part of my life. That's everybody. That's friendships. That's fucking everybody. If you're not leveling up, if you're not working on yourself, I have nothing in common with you, and I don't want to be around you. Period. I have an elite group of high-level friends.
Shut up and take my money.
That I all met through online, and I love these guys like fucking brothers. All right? Some of the people that I've met online, like I fucking like love these guys more than my family, you know? Because, my family's a little crazy as shit. Not my brother. My brother's the shit. I love my brother. Oh, I love my brother more than I love any of you fucking assholes. But everybody else's position is up for grabs. Mom has a special place. My sister, she's a psychopath. But yeah, and it's great. It's great because like we have such a strong group. Like the crypto research team that I put together, okay? It is all people from all my communities. I didn't like put out an application to the public like, hey, you crypto guy, you want to like make some money and do some research? No, I'm a fucking leader. I put the leader together. I put the team together using my leadership skills. I fired people who needed to be fired. I brought in some new talent who needed to be brought in. And now we're fucking crushing it. Crushing it. Okay? Kyle 2020. $5 super chat. The question at that point is if he loved that woman for the right reasons, if she didn't love him. Also, Obi Wan is the Jedi of hard work versus talent. Obi Wan is the Jedi of discipline and consistency. Okay? You know why I like him? Because I think he's like Form 5. Now I'm going to be like really fucking nerdy for you guys. I think he's Form 5 lightsaber. And what it is it's the highest defensive lightsaber. And he's able to defend until the opponent fatigues himself and makes a crucial error, right? I'm pretty sure, yeah, maybe it's I think it's Form 5. Form 4 is the same as like Darth Maul and Yoda, like the highly acrobatic one. Obi-Wan Styles Form 3, there you go. Thanks so much. I forget what the name is. I know it's not Vapod. I know Mace Windu is Vapod. Okay, but I'm like really outing myself as a Star Wars nerd here. So anyways, but if you're a Star Wars fan, now you know. I'm one of you. And you're one of us. So let's talk about the loneliness crisis that's happening right now in the United States. All the good news is coming in. What's up? Guess what? I had a son. Let's go.
Get money.
This is an amazing woman. I coached her. I think it was like 2022. I coached her. She was really upset. She's like, no way I'm going to figure this out. No way I'm going to figure this out. She's dating some dusty white guy. I was like, Dusty, fucking dump this fucking idiot. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And then she found her husband. And then you 2 babies down now? It's a girl and a boy? I think you're 2, right? That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. That's good, man. See? Making babies. I'm fighting the fucking population problem. Don't worry, I'll have 5 kids soon. I might have 10. I'm honestly considering just getting multiple wives and just be like, nope. I'm just everybody. Like I'm gonna do whatever I want, and you can fucking, you can leave me. I'm just gonna find another woman who's down to have 5 kids for me. I'm gonna fucking have a shitload of kids real soon, boys. Mom of two, a little pair. It's beautiful. You're so lucky. You're a great mother. You're a great woman. You turned your life around. You're an amazing woman. She is. So let's talk about all these other miserable whores that are not like her. Okay. Well, here's what's going to happen. All right. Now, the onus about America and what's going on, it's all on the men. Okay. Men are the ones prostituting themselves with no self-respect. Men are the ones that are gigantic pussies, afraid of fucking everything a woman does. Because you think you're so smart, you think you're so elite, and you always talk about, oh, I didn't get psyoped, I didn't get psyoped. You got psyoped into thinking women are a fucking intimidating thing. Okay? Remember, if you're ever worried about a woman and what she could do, a woman can only do one of two things to you. One, she can shriek, scream, or try to use some kind of emotional manipulation. I watched so many women do this over my life, and majority of guys just cower down. I've watched women do this to their sons. I've watched women do this to their husbands, to their boyfriends. I've watched them throw in their shit. You know, my mom used to do that to me, and I said, Mom, here's the deal. When I come back, you know, I'm back in Florida now. I'm like, Mom, here's the deal. When you come over to my house, there's no drama. There's no bullshit. There's no there's no escaping accountability. Like, I feel like my mom's father sometimes, but I love my mom. Don't get me wrong. I pay her to clean my house. I pay her to do a bunch of things. My mom is fucking taken care of. Believe me, motherfuckers. All right? But there are rules in my house. And I have to tell her. It's like, this is how we're operating. Okay? Sorry, I got sidetracked there. But yeah, going back to the loneliness situation and then the women's situation in the States. So you guys are only going to be, like, if you're intimidated by a girl, you're going to be fucking just having to, like, put up with her emotional outbursts. And the only other side is she will run, typically lie and or manipulate to a man to come do her dirty work for her. So those are the two options. Anytime you're dealing with the woman, it's one of those two options. She's going to try to shame and emotionally manipulate and control you by having an outburst or trying to make a scene. And then the second thing is, if she can't do that, she will go corral a group of women or a man to come over and do her bidding for you. But if you're strong enough in your frame and your confidence, and you're willing to stand there and tell them, no, I'm not fucking leaving. I'm right, you're wrong. And you guys are got to be ready to die on your shield for this shit. That's it. But you guys are afraid to cold approach a girl because you think she's going to cancel you from your fucking Domino's job. Okay. Are you dating a Japanese girl? That's confidential. It's top secret. I'm not like all the rest of these dumbasses who like flaunt their fucking girl on the internet. What a dumb fucking tactical mistake to put a big fucking target on the love of your life's face. Dumbass. So no, she's top secret. Okay. She's a 500-pound man from Afghanistan. Anyways, so the problem we're in here now is because of the men and their inability to make cold approach, inability to talk to a woman, inability to lead a woman, right? And that's spreading everywhere. I've got some stats now, okay? So this is some information I pulled up right here. And I want you to listen to this, because if you do not work with me and you do not sit down and do cold approach and man up and actually try to get this done, this is your future, okay? This is real statistics, okay? This is real statistics. So overall, U.S. adults, 22 to 25% of the population, so that's 1/4 of the population, say they often or always feel lonely. That's it, okay? When it comes to men versus women, roughly equal, about 16% they say they often feel lonely, right? You know what I've noticed too is like a lot of women have dogs here, and like even the dogs are like so like unkempt and like poorly mannered, and I just feel so sorry for the dog. I'm like, God, that dog, I hope that dog runs away and finds a better life. Like when I see a girl, because you know I'm on dating apps and like just, you know, sifting through the trash. And you know, when I see a girl with like 2 dogs, 3 dogs, I'm like, who the fuck? Like, are you so dumb? Like, what guy is gonna want to fucking take in you and your 3 animals. Jesus Christ. Okay. So poor dogs, fucking abusive animals, abusing the animals, you know, they're getting dogs and shit to make themselves feel better. Let's talk about young men in crisis. So men aged 15 to 34, 25% report feeling lonely much of the previous day, significantly above the national average of 18%, and same age women, 18%. So men are feeling more lonely than women these days. Okay? And it's going to continue. It is going to continue. Because when you're afraid to make the fucking change, and when you're afraid to go change your circumstance, and you're afraid and you hold on to it, you're just going to stay where you're staying. And then time is going to erode away at you. And then you're going to be a creepy, weird, old man that nobody wants to be around, that you creep out, and that nobody wants to help. And then that's your legacy, and you're going to fucking die alone. And again, I want to clearly reiterate, you're not going to figure this out on your own. If I didn't figure it out on my own, your fucking ass, you, Johnny, go fucking jerk off and look at porn and not really staying on top of my finances, not really staying on top of my diet. Sometimes, you know, I quit porn. I've stopped porn. How long you quit? 2 weeks. Oh, great. Oh, I'll look to porn again. You're going to figure it out? No, you're not. You're not. And this is a problem. This is the biggest problem of our generation, is the loneliness. Okay? Yeah, see, look, and this is devastating, bro. I see it in my gym, couple old dudes, no women, no kids, nothing. You know? Because you know what it is? It's because of male arrogance. It is the arrogance of the average man in America thinking he's going to figure it all out. The arrogance. But remember, like Count Dooku said in Revenge of the Sith, twice the pride, double the fall. I, for one, like watching people fall. Okay? And, yeah, so, again, I see the gym, couple old dudes, no women, no kids, nothing, and they're major perverts. Okay? Guys, you need to get your perversion out. Okay? The reason you guys get all, like, this is like, okay, I'm going to use a very simple analogy, okay? Imagine you're starving, right? And then you and your friend, you're like starving, like, oh, dude, you know what I want to eat, bro? I want to fucking eat a bagel. Your friend's like, oh my God, bagel. What about a bagel with some cream cheese? You're like, yeah, cream cheese. Oh yeah, bagel and cream cheese. And you guys are so hungry, you start fucking piling it. You're like, and you know what? What about some salmon? Your friend's like, well, salmon's like raw. It's like kind of weird, but like, yeah, man, I'm like hungry, dude. We can put some salmon, and we can put some cream cheese, and then we can put some, we're gonna toast the bagel, and we're gonna eat it, and we're never gonna be hungry again. You're like, yeah, man. You know what about some bacon on top of that? And you're like, oh, friend's like, oh, okay, bacon and salmon. Oh, okay, it's like, whatever. All right, bro, I'm not going to try to shit on his dreams. Yeah, man. And you're like, what about peanut butter? And then some raisins on top. So we got raisins and peanut butter and bacon and salmon and cream cheese. And then now your friend's like, this guy's fucking crazy. That's what guys do when they're sexually perverted because they can't get the release out. They're like, oh, when I meet these guys, I want to have an 18-girl rotation. Listen here, Johnny Limp Dick. First of all, you beat your dick like it owes you money. You can't even fucking last more than 30 seconds because you're speed running your jerk-offs these days. Okay? Let alone 18 girls. You think you want 18 girls, but I assure you, those girls want nothing to do with you. Not even one. Because you're fucking reprehensible. Because you didn't fucking learn game. You didn't take the time to figure out what's a carb, what's a protein, what's a fat. Hey, how can I maintain a decent looking body and not balloon up to 200 pounds while being broke, depressed, mentally fucking ill, fat, single, and I smell bad. That's like the average American guy. This is America. Welcome. you are going to be a perverted old weirdo if you don't figure out game. Do you know I'm not perverted at all? You know why? Because I have done everything. Okay, I've done everything with like girls. Dude, I am like like when I have sex, it's missionary. It's missionary. It's doggy, and maybe I'll fucking jackhammer it out with both fucking legs on my shoulder for the home run when we're bringing it into home stretch. But that's about it. I don't need to fucking like lick her asshole and fucking, you know, do all this weird shit or have her do weird shit to me. You know, this girl now, she likes to do weird shit to me. I'm like, look, like you need to chill. Like you can do some of that shit, but I'm not doing all this shit. Okay. This girl's a freak, bro. This girl loves me too much. Okay. But if you don't get that shit out, you're just gonna be a fucking weirdo. You're gonna be a pervert. You're gonna be a sicko. Okay. You're going to be really fucking sick pervert. Okay. What about some shit on the bed? I was going to say that because it's kind of gross, but you know, it is what it is, right? It is for fucking gross. But that's what happens when you don't let it out. You think, and listen to me, you arrogant shit face, okay? Because I'm getting passionate, because I know how you guys are on the other side of this thing. And I do this because I fucking care, okay? Because I see the fucking eternal damnation path that you're walking down, okay? But I'm going to assure you, you're not going to figure it out on your own. How long have you been watching content like this? How fucking long have you been watching? How long have you been researching? How long? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? How many dates have you gone on? 4 in the last. Huh? Like I said, I'm on a fucking mission of mercy at this point. Okay? A mission of mercy. But it's okay because I'm systemizing everything, I'm trademarking everything, and I'm coming out with a big fucking wave. Watch. Everybody will know my name. And we're going to...
Shut up and take my money.
We're going to force feed people accountability in America. Men and women are going to get their shit together. Okay? Sean H. says, been researching too long. 5 years, 0. Cooked. You're cooked, bro. Bro, you are cooked. You're done. Put a fork in it. It's over. If you don't make a change, you're done. You're done. It's over. Your life is only going to get worse as you get older. Life sucks when you don't have a fucking woman by your side. Period. Okay? And all the people saying otherwise, oh, MGTOW, I don't need women, da 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 da. Then why the fuck all you do is sit around and fucking talk about women? That's like women, bro. Do you know what you guys don't understand this, but if you look into female world, into woman world, okay, do you know what they do? Women, especially single women, all they do in their fucking free time is talking about how can they get a man. All they do. Ladies in the chat, please fucking back me up. I know there's at least 3 of you here, okay? And ladies in the comments too. That's all single women do, bros. I have gone through so many phones. I have read so many chats. I've sat down and pretended to be like a blue pill beta male when like whatever girl I was dating, I was going and hanging out with her friends, you know, and just listen to blah, 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 blah. Okay? All they fucking do is sit around and talk about men. They're thirsty for a good guy out here, bros. And if you're a guy out here and you're shooting your shot and you're getting shot down 9 times out of 10, it's because you haven't worked on yourself, you haven't leveled up, or a big part of it too, because these women in America, these fucking bitches, okay, have the audacity to lump me in with the rest of these guys. And that's because there's just a sea of fucking simps out here, and I don't like have anything really, you know, standing out about me other than my charisma, right? You have to like really crack me open to get me to fucking make you feel like, wow, this guy's amazing, right? I'm not like super giga chad, super tall, super whatever. I'm like racially ambiguous kind of, you know, fade in the background guy, which I'm cool with. Love it. Totally fucking undercover here in Tokyo. I stick out like a thumb. Here I'm just like, oh, I'm another Spanish guy in Florida. No hablo inglés, lo siento. You know? But when they find out that I'm not like that, you should see their eyes. There's two kinds of women in America, too, okay? The women that know how to do and be with a good man, and the women who didn't know a good man if he fucking RKO'd her through the goddamn living room table, okay? But if you have game, you can't tell the difference. And if you don't have game, you're never gonna fucking have a long-term relationship that's stable. You know, the on and off shit, fucking toxic relationship, that's like your legacy. That's what's gonna happen. It's just on and off bullshit, blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, you're 50 and you're alone. You're like, wait a minute. The fuck? I'm old, I'm tired, I'm broke, my money's worth nothing. I've squandered my life. Large percentage of men are heading there. Let's read some more of these loneliness statistics. Because it ain't going to be me. That's for sure. Don't worry, Pop MLDB here. I have like a loneliness recovery center. I'll financially extort the fuck out of you lonely assholes who don't fucking want to get your shit together with dating. I will gladly provide a way. Okay, let's go. Globally, U.S. men are the loneliest demographic when compared to peers in other OECD countries. That's right. Loneliness is the strongest here. Okay, because guess what? You can't cold approach a woman. You can't cold approach a dude. Listen, if you want a fucking high-level mentor, you're going to have to do some cold approaching, Junior. And you're going to have to know how to properly size up a rich guy, look him down, figure out what is he wearing. Is he wearing Rolex? What's his fashion? How does he cut his hair? How does he shake hands? Where does he like to eat? How does he talk? And then you got to get in there and make your good graces and shoot a shot with this guy and think like, hey, maybe we could do a deal. Maybe you could be my mentor. Something along those lines. But no, let's be paralyzed in fear and watch our lives pass before us. Okay? And no, here's the thing. Just take the passport pill. Incorrect. Sorry, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. No, incorrect. If you don't have game, if you don't understand a fucking woman, if you don't understand how a woman's mind works, and you don't understand how to lead and guide a woman, you're not going to go to another country and everything just magically falls into play. Okay, I had a guy I talked to the other day. He went down to South America. He's finally getting some pussy, but his girlfriend's not listening to him. He told her to do some shit. She's not listening. And guess what? He's been seeing her 8, 7, 9 months now. Oh, I wonder where that relationship's going to end up. The epitome of self-love is saying no to things that you don't want and that are bad for you. Period. So if you're dating a girl and she's a little fat and you're like, hey, honey, what the fucking pork chop is going on here? You're getting a little fat, and that's the equivalent of me. Like, for every pound a woman puts on in a relationship, imagine subtracting 1% of your salary. That's the same equivalent as a man is to a woman. It's unfair. So if you got a fat girlfriend, you need to put her on fucking Fat Patrol and be like, well, listen up, pork chop. It's accountability time. You're getting fat. I'm getting turned off. Something needs to change. You need to make some changes. And if she doesn't, peace out. Peace out. But what does the majority of guys do? They sacrifice their frame. And what they don't realize is they try to fucking keep the relationship going by sacrificing their frame. And all you do is put your kiss of death on the relationship. It's over. Okay? Romulus is fired up in the chat. You wrote something pretty earlier too, bro. I'm going to read it. He says, keep bringing these facts up. Otherwise, many men never hear enough of these facts and think happy is boring, is normal for everyone. Just keep saying it as, I will, brother. Thank you so much. You got me fired up. You know? Let's see. Do you think it's weird for a guy to only want to date Japanese women? If, for example, I have a hobby of learning Japanese. No, listen, you want to have sex. Listen here, Mr. fucking Asian lover. Okay? You had a Thai ex-wife that you married is 9 years older than you because you have no game. You couldn't fucking have the balls to tell her, hey, fuck off. Like, this is not okay. You let a fucking 9-year-old woman 9 years older than you drag you around. Now you're paying her alimony. And then you get the fucking Filipina bitch pregnant. So now you got to fucking pay 18 years of child support to that baby. And now you're telling me about fucking Japanese. You want to fuck Asian girls, dude. So you need to accept the fact that you want to fuck a lot of Asian girls. And then you need to go and fuck a lot of Asian girls. Or you're just going to be a weird old pervert who fucks up your life as well. More than you already have, by the way. More than you already have. So you need to get that shit going. Embrace who the fuck you are within legal boundaries, obviously. But embrace who you are and just fucking be the man. I went to Japan? Because I hated my friend group at home in Orlando. I thought they were all a bunch of fucking losers. They were fat, drug using, not want to talk to girls, not want to hit the gym, not want to make a fuckload of money. They weren't getting a bunch of pussy. I wanted to make a bunch of fucking money and have sex with a bunch of fucking girls. And that's exactly what I did. And I regret nothing. Nothing. There's never been a single day where I look back on my life and I'm like, oh, I really wish I did things differently. No, I'm the fucking man, okay? I love me. And I love me enough to give me what I fucking wanted. And I got it. You guys live in fear. You live in fucking bondage. Self-imposed. Oh, but I can't do this because I have to do... No, asshole, you're gonna fucking die forever. Eternal Black Death is the only thing we all know. Even if you want to say there's a religion or... No, there's no fucking evidence. Okay? There's none. You're gonna fucking die. It's gonna be forever. What are you gonna do on the way to your inevitable permanent Black Death? What are you gonna fucking do? Are you gonna eke your way through life like some pathetic fucking loser? Or are you going to be a man, have the balls to be who the fuck you want to be, and get what you want to get? If you want to have sex with a bunch of girls, go have sex with a bunch of fucking girls. Learn game. Figure out a plan. Instead of being a half-ass, lukewarm pussy who's just in the way of everybody else because you're so fucking unsure of yourself. Yes, that is correct. You know, Milagros dropping it says, tell us what to do. We like it. That's why Secretary fucks the boss. Facts. Okay? Bro, I love you. You're funny, just like Charlie. Dude, do not put me and Charlie Kirk in the same thing. That guy looks inbred. I mean, he's doing a good work, but that guy is so soft. And... give me somebody more degenerate. Give me like Jordan Belfort. Jordan Belfort I'll take. Charlie, he's about as milquetoast as his skin. Jesus. But you gotta do it. You have to fucking do it. You have to make the change. You have to embrace who you really want to be. You need to figure out who you want to be, and then you have to shamelessly, relentlessly, ferociously, and with the great sense of tenacity, work every day to make that man a reality. That's the best way to live your life. Okay? Period. Gen Z and millennial men, 1 in 4 struggle with loneliness, compared to about 18% of younger women. That's because women are like, they'll have their little gaggles of women, and they have their little beta orbiters that they kind of use as fucking, potential vagina tampons, like emotional tampons, right? Single women versus men actively dating. Only 38% of single women are actually currently dating versus 61% of single men. So most of the guys are trying, but they're failing, okay? Gen Z singles, 37% under the age 30 are not interested in dating. Around half of all young singles aren't actively seeking relationships. The broken leading the broken. It's going to keep on. It's going to get worse every generation. It's going to get worse. And like I said, you think you're going to figure it out, and you're not. You're not going to figure it out. Not on your own. Just not. You're not going to read a book and figure it out, bro. Okay? Mismatching in the dating market. Women increasingly want emotionally stable, employed men, leading to a winner effect where fewer men meet rising standards. Yeah, they do. Because women are fucking, like, I'm sorry, but women are pretty fucking dumb when it comes to, like, math and stuff. Like, how dumb are these women in the WNBA who put out the shirt, pay us what you owe us? Let's see. 30 seconds on the clock. How do you get owed something if the company is not turning over a profit? The WNBA is a joke, okay? It's a total joke. Nobody watches it. And all these stupid bitches who are in the NBA, WNBA, Caitlin Clark is like the #1 star right now, and they're all banding together to try and destroy this girl. That's like getting together and trying to destroy Michael Jordan in the fucking 90s as an NBA. No business sense. So fucking stupid. And this is why I tell you, like, women, they're fucking, they are so like laissez-faire. They're so like mercenary. Okay? They don't fucking understand like teamwork, working together. They preach fairness, but let me tell you something, guys. When you see 2 women after the same man, you will see these women viciously do whatever it takes to lock that fucking guy down. Period. Okay? Name someone in the WNBA besides Caitlin. Joanna Mann. Joanna Mann is my favorite NBA player. Joanna Mann. Number 69. Big black bitch. Of course, women love to complain, so we'll talk about this. Emotional labor burden, man-keeping. Women often act as unpaid therapists due to men's thinner emotional support networks, contributing to relationship burnout. I don't know about that, bro. Maybe, okay? Because they call it man-keeping. It's the new thing, right? And that's because so many, like, here's the thing, right? The reason it's happening so bad is because American mothers, they're garbage. If there's not a strong man in the fucking house, like, these women are finding ways to be whores in their late 50s and late 40s. Like, still want to keep the hoeing going. It's like, bitch, go take care of your fucking kids that fucking hate you. Like, try to figure out why all your fucking children resent you or don't like you and try to fix it. But of course, no. You know what they say? Fuck it. Fuck my kids. And that's where frame comes into play and inner game. How do I know? I come from a broken family. My mom, I did not get the fucking love that I needed as a kid, right? Thank God I was raised in the church and there was like some semblance of normalcy. And thank God, because I don't think I've ever talked about this on the channel, but there was a year in my life where I was given away to a white family. I don't think I've ever talked about that. But I was given away to a white family when I was like, I think I was like 4. Because I wasn't in elementary school then. Amazing woman. Her name's Pam. Pam was like my white mother from heaven. Pam reminded me of an angel. Every time I hung out with her, she never got mad at me. She never raised her voice at me. She never hit me. She never said emotionally manipulative things to make me feel bad, like my fucking mom and my aunt did when I was like 5, 6, 7, 8, right? We always sat down and had family time. We had dinner. We sat down. I used to eat Fred Flintstone vitamins with dinner. We would hold hands and pray. It was like, thank God I had like some semblances of stability. But I had fucking, dude, I'll be the first one to tell you, I had mommy issues. And I was looking for like the love that I didn't fully get from my mom through tons of sexual partners. And a lot of guys are doing that. Like they make the relationship, they make the girl a mommy. And they hate that. Women fucking despise that. Is the most unattractive thing a guy can do is like when she is like your mommy. Okay? They are so sexually turned off by that and disgusted by that. And, you know, me and Paul were talking about this today. And Paul's like, you know, Paul's always makes fun of himself. I think Paul's a fucking, like, I think he's a very handsome guy. And I think he's, like, so smart. And, like, he's, like, literally an alpha male killer, right? And I just have so much respect for Paul. Dude, when me and Paul talk on the phone, we're like, dude, I love you too, okay? And Paul and I were just talking. He's like, dude, like the new younger generation of guys are so fucked up. We literally like are just we're filling in the gap. Like we are totally like the demand for a good man is so high right now. And the only, like I said, and here's the thing, because when I was still dealing with my inner game issues, and I know a lot of guys talk to me about inner game and stuff, and I'm the only one really, me and Paul are the only ones really leading the charge on inner game. And you know, when you have deep inner game issues and then you fix them, that also just shows you how much of a tremendously strong person you are in your heart to overcome that shit. And it's just, it teaches you so much. And then I will say this too. When I cleared up a lot of my inner game issues, the traumas of my past, the pain I carried from my childhood, all this stuff, when I cured that stuff, my desire for sexual degeneracy drastically dropped. I would say it dropped at least like 50 to 60%. You know? That's why there's certain people in Brazil having sex with men and tattooing their leg count on their knuckles. You know? Being fucking emotional tyrant to their fucking wives, look like battered women. I'm glad I'm me. I healed myself. But, you know, again, when you're clouded by your own darkness and then you have your mind is so covered in lust, you can't see the truth, you're going to make bad decisions and you're going to ruin your fucking life. How do I know? I watch guys do it every day. Guys, I'm sorry to say this. As your American big bro, I'm telling you this. American dudes are the biggest, softest group of pussies humanity has ever seen. Period. It is the largest cohort of failure men on the planet. Now, the American men that rise to above, these are like the fucking elite of the elite. Okay? But I'm telling you guys, if you think you're going to figure it out, you think things are just, you're going to have your day in the sun and you're not working hard every single day, you're not going to have your day in the sun. There's no happy ending other than the happy ending. You fucking take your knife out and you go to life and you're like, listen, fucking life, you're going to give me $1 million. You're going to give me the fucking woman of my dreams. You're going to give me the body of my dreams. You're going to give me the fucking confidence and I'm going to work for it. And that's it. It's the only way life works. You got to be an aggressive, masculine man to go out and take what you want from life. Anything that life is giving out for free, you don't fucking want it. Okay? Period. When you say your general thirst for degeneracy, are you talking about general lust for new women or types of thing you want from women? I've never, dude, I'm not one of these fucking weird people that like has all these sick fucking kinks, man. You know? I like it when a girl fucking sucks my dick and I come in her mouth. Like, that's my fucking kink. That's my kink. That's it. I'm not like, hey baby, can you put this like furry tail in my ass and call me Mr. fucking Whiskers? Like, I'm not one of these fucking weirdos, okay? So that being said, you know, it was just the general lust for like new women. Because what it is, here's the thing that guys who really don't have their inner game and game figured out at a higher level is when you are good enough at game, but you're still unhealthy in your heart, then you're going to continuously seek new sexual partners for the rest of your life, which is a self-destructive pattern, by the way. You're eventually going to get STDs, and you're going to eventually crash out, because what you're doing is you're trying to use sexual validation and sexual attention from women to make yourself feel better, because you can't give yourself validation. And that's the real hallmark of an alpha male, a real player, a real alpha male. He validates himself. He says, you know what? I'm fucking smart. I'm fucking handsome. When I look in the mirror, you think I'm like, oh, I look disgusting. I hate my life. I'm like, bro, I look shit. I'm the man. I look good. You know? I don't sit around like, oh, I'm fucking dumbass. Like, I fucking meet all these other people. I'm like, wow, these people are fucking dumbasses. And they're ugly. You know? I'm confident. I'm not like one of these people who's so insecure. You know, there's a girl in my gym, and, you know, she is, you know, just being objective, being just very objective, not insulting her. She is obese, okay? And I see her in there every morning working her ass off, and she has the most beautiful, piercing blue eyes I've ever seen. And we were just in, you know, just like in, you know, proximity, and I just talked to everybody at the gym. And some people be like, oh, I would never talk to a fat girl at the gym, bro. Like, oh, okay, you and your 72 followers on Instagram. Sorry, fucking Johnny Big Dick. Don't want to talk to the low-level people beneath you and your fucking grandiose ego. But I don't give a fuck. Like, you have to be confident in who you are. Yeah, so what? I said hi to a fat girl at the gym. I, for one, commend her for doing her damnedest to being there every day. And she has a fitness TikTok, and she's trying her damnedest, and she has a great attitude. Like, yeah, I have no problem saying hi to her. Confidence, guys. Confidence. Okay? Oh, my man, look at we got Mr. Man, King Dre's in the house. He's gonna get money.
Get money!
You know, this is another great guy. He is a good guy. He is a good man, and he really knows his stuff. Okay? And, you know, he's very wise. And that's the thing. Like, this is my peer group. I don't want to talk to somebody who doesn't want to fucking level up. He wants to level up. He embodies the game. And he and I both know that society's cooked. Like, by default, as a man, you're going to end up alone. That's your starting point. And next level up is you finagle some shit to get with some bitch that you just kind of have to tolerate. But the elite stuff is a guy who has game, has a healthy inner world, and he can actually find a woman that he wants to be with and stay with her. And then there's the next level is when you can get girls commit felonies for you. But we'll talk about that on a whole other episode. All right. King Dre says, same, people hate to admit it, sexual perversion is a sign of negative mental health. Yes, it is. It is. Okay, it's true, because all your perversion, you keep it inside of you, and it starts growing like this cancerous thing that it's disgusting. Okay, so I said all that to say this: the loneliness crisis is here. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to read some of the more bullet points I have here. Women are more likely to seek help from mothers, friends, other family members, and professionals. Men typically have equal as many friends, but communicate with them less frequently. Well, there you go. Mental disorders. Women are twice as likely to be diagnosed with depression. Men are more likely to show substance abuse and antisocial disorders. Self-deletion. U.S. men die in self-deletion 4 times the rate of women due to more lethal methods and underdiagnosis of depression, right? I think like they're kind of glorifying women. It's ChatGPT has a liberal bias, but like, you know, when women go to these, in my personal opinion, when women go to these psychologists and psychiatrists, all they do is drug them up. They don't care about you. They're just like, yeah, what's your bullshit, lady? Sure, Zoloft, Xanax, whatever. This will make you fat. I don't care. The hot girl comes and gives me samples. I'm trying to bang her, so I'm going to write these prescriptions. That's what's going through the doctor's head. Okay. Stress and coping. Men less likely to report emotional stress, more likely to withdraw or avoid seeking help. And that's why I started the Masculine Empowerment Network. You do not need to fucking withdraw. Come get help. Sit down. We'll work through this. Okay? Period. What do you think of, what do you make of porn growing more? I don't even know if it's growing. I don't watch porn. I make my own porns. That's my hobby. Okay? You know my little sick hobby? If you want to say like, oh, he's perverted, right? She likes to make videos. So I'm a YouTuber. I just help her with the camera angles and stuff. I'm like, you want to do it from this angle? Right here? That's what you want to do? All right, let's go. You know? But I don't know about grossly, like, I mean, like I said, it's degeneracy and filth is a race to the bottom, okay? It's like a person who's addicted to alcohol. First drink, just has 1 beer. Oh my God, I'm hammered, bro. Next day, need 2. Next day, need 5. Next day, you need 10. Next day, you drink 12 beers a night. You can't get it going. So, let's put a little fucking Irish coffee. Let's put a little whiskey in our coffee. Now we're drinking around the clock. Same thing with pornography. You know? I used to be like that. I used to be like fucking multiple tabs. I'm gonna bust my nut. I'm gonna get the erection to this one. Okay, I'm gonna get the stimulation to this one. But these double busted. I always watched lesbian porn. I always like thought watching a guy was so fucking gay. I don't see some fucking dude's dick while I'm jerking off, right? Unless it's my own. But you know, fucking. I would sit there and be like, "This is what I'm gonna do." And you have to it keeps growing and it keeps growing and the filth it multiplies. And next thing you know, you're just this fucking sicko, you know? It's disgusting. Don't do it. You know? It's just a race to the bottom. It's so sad too. It's really so sad. You know? Rounded third here, a couple more things. Women are more likely to report anxiety disorders, 15% for general anxiety GAD, general, I think it's like general anxiety disorder, which is just another reason for them to fucking drug you up. Social connections, older adults, both genders, 9% often feel lonely amongst seniors, 16 to 17% of people. Friendships for men dropped from 33% having 10 close friends in the 1990s to just 13% in 2021. There's a friendship recession happening as well. Okay? So, everybody's cooked. Except for the guys who put in the work. You know? Why do you guys think I look so young and happy all the time? Despite having to deal with a lot of shit in my private life. You know? Why? Because push comes to shove, I can find some hot little thing to hang out with me and help me out in life. As God intended, as nature intended. We're not supposed to be apart. It's unnatural. That's why everybody's so miserable and sick. The good news is that we also are fucking getting to a point where men are stopping to simping because they're realizing it doesn't work out, which is good. And a lot of these guys that are, just never going to reproduce, they're just going to stop sending money and stuff to girls, and it's going to go to AI. OnlyFans is going to dry up too. Okay, China just banned OnlyFans, which is a disgrace that even exists in Western culture. I don't care what anybody says. You know what really makes me sick and it disgusts me too? It's like when people have no backbone in America, they try to be politically correct. Like, well, you can sleep around and, do all these things if you want to. I'm not here to judge. I am here to judge. And I'm telling you, that's stupid. You're going to ruin your whole fucking life. And you're going to ruin the life of people who watch you as a fucking inspiration when the reality is you're a miserable, drug addict, fucked up person behind the scenes. And then you're like, oh, yeah, my glorious OnlyFans lifestyle. Okay, no. Okay, these women who are making money off fucking OnlyFans, these women are fucking miserable, guys. And on top of that, karma is real. Okay, you can't just take the money of millions and millions and millions of men and just think by you furthering and enslaving them deeper and deeper in bondage that somehow you're gonna fucking end up okay at the end of the day. No. Okay. John, you look like you do heroin. At least I'm not fat. Heroin addict? Fat ass. You just complimented me. So thank you so much. Try again. But at the end of the day, I'm me and you're you. That's already a bad comparison. I could twist the dagger if you'd like. But we'll leave it at that. Because I know the girls ignore you. I know you have no money. And I know you're unhappy. And that's why you're in here saying I'm a heroin addict. But I'd rather be a heroin addict than a fucking fat ass. Okay? So, let's continue, shall we? Rounding up the fourth here. In closing, here's what's going to happen. As you know, I'm Nostradamus MLD. Okay? The thing is this. The next 5 years, AI is going to get incredible. AI is only going to get better every year. Okay? It's going to get incredibly great. Men are continually to check out of the dating place. So it's going to be up to you. Are you going to be AI guy that has a robot at home you got to keep in the closet and you fuck? And when when your friends leave, you're like, oh, sorry, robo whore. I love you. My robo whore 5000. Your new hydraulic vagina is so great. You going to be that guy? You going to be Mr. fucking robo whore? Or are you going to be that guy? Because listen, here's the best part. Okay? Here's the best part. The women are starving for a real man. All you got to do is get a little FaceTime in front of them and have the proper vetting structures locked and loaded so you can have an abundant sex life. Period. It's that simple. It can even be done here in America. But I'll tell you something. If you don't have any kind of game coaching or anything here in America, you are cooked. You're done. There's not going to be some girl showing up at your house with a bouquet of flowers like, hey, I'm here. I'm a virgin. I'm ready for you to marry me. No. It's delusion. Okay? It's delusion. This guy's a guy that comments that dying alone sounds better than dying surrounded by vultures and snakes. What? You need to have something of value. What do you have? You have nothing. Okay? And on top of that, you say this because you've never been on a deathbed. Okay, I have been on multiple hospital beds where I have like what I call the simulated death experience, when I was, either getting like my eyes done, my eyeballs for the fucking LASIK, whatever. When you're laying there vulnerable, like when I had my fucking, I got my elbow. You guys remember I had surgery in October of last year. Elbow still hurts a little bit, but hey, it's all good. Got that bone taken out. When you're laying there on the fucking cold operating table, staring up at these lights, reflecting on your life, you're going to want somebody there next to you. You talk like a gangster and a hard ass. You're just a fucking kid with no life experience if you're saying stupid shit like that. Life is a serious deal. Okay? You get one shot. Don't fuck it up trying to be cute in a goddamn comment section. Right? Because I'm telling you, this is where society's heading. It is heading this direction. There's no turning back. Okay? I'm going to say this, but you need to take this and interpret what I'm going to say correctly. Okay? The women in America are not going to figure this out. There's not going to be a great feminine renaissance when women start being feminine and stuff. Okay? That would take female leadership, which is a joke. Okay? There's no what please tell me what woman is telling women, stop being whore. Stop being manly. Shut the fuck up, go home, learn to cook, keep your mouth shut and keep your legs shut because it's getting you in trouble. You're getting fat, you open your legs, you're fucking getting racked up bodies. Nobody wants that. But men are heading the same direction. However, men are starting to fight back. A very small percentage of men are starting to fight back. Okay? And it's hard work, but guys, it is so worth it. It is so worth it. It is like a secret society that nobody can really tell who's in until time to show your cards comes to play. And it's the ultimate flex you could have as a man. To have a beautiful woman with you in America. And then you have to talk about prevention game. Just keeping people away from your woman. Because when you have a good relationship too in America, the number one thing you got to protect your girl from are other unhappy women that are going to come and try to fucking rob her joy. You got to watch out for snake dudes too. But that's easy if you got your girl on lock. So, the loneliness crisis is coming. It's here. But are you going to be the one who rises above this challenge of our generation, rises above this point, right, in history? I mean, look, it's midnight here on the East Coast. You guys are still watching me. You know? There's hope, but if only if you take action. I'll see you guys tomorrow.